Hello and welcome to the inaugural edition of Beyond Baseball, where we go off the grid to show fans what life is like for ball players off the diamond. I'm your host, Amy Gutierrez. Now, it's no secret a Major League Baseball schedule is a grind, both mentally and physically, which makes the offseason a crucial time for players to decompress, regroup, and recharge. One member of the San Francisco Giants spends his time away from the shores of McCovey Cove on the banks of the Alabama River. I had an opportunity to experience Southern hospitality at its finest this past winter as Giants pitcher Jake Peavy opened up his home and shared his version of Bama with a place he named Southern Falls. It's a place like no other, but provides the comforts of his Southern roots. The air is fresh, the people salt of the earth, the music healing, and life moves at a much more relaxed pace.
Well, we have the pleasure to be in Alabama in the baseball off-season with the one and only Jake Peavy, San Francisco Giant now for 2 seasons, getting ready for 2016. And I see now why you come in to the season so relaxed. We are at his home of Southern Falls, and thank you for letting us be here.
Thanks for coming, Amy.
It's so nice to be able to show the fans at home what an off-season is like for you.
Right.
And this is a really special place. Tell us a little bit about it.
Right, well, thank you so much, first off, for coming. This means a lot for us. We don't have many guests out here, only invited ones.
Far.
You know, that's the beautiful thing about living off a dirt road. When somebody comes up this road, they're coming to see you and normally planned. But that's a lot of what we need as our life can be a grind during the season.
Tell me a little bit, let's start with the idea of Southern Falls. You, as a child, you grew up with all of your extended family
Right.
on the same land, is that right?
You know, we did, yeah. I grew up, you know, with a small group, just my father's parents and then him and his sister. We all lived together and really ate a lot of family dinners together throughout the week. There's a sense of family. We just wanted a place really to run away and to kind of hide and do us. The world as we know it was getting faster and faster as I was getting to the big leagues. So having a place to come and reflect and really get away from it all is really how this place came about.
How much do you find solace when you are able to come here? Are you able to just be Jake when you're here?
Certainly, yeah. You know, I mean, obviously, just a select, you know, this is a private place and we keep it that way. That being said, anytime we have guests and the community is certainly, you know, welcome in and around. And we're going to be plugged into this community and many others. But it is, life has went awfully fast, especially these last few years and all that comes with winning a World Series. That being said, none of us, including hopefully everybody at home, I don't think would have it any other way and get ready to duplicate it here in 2016. It's so much fun to plug in the season and plug into the big city life and go and all of what that life entails. But this is a 180 and such a neat place and a neat perspective. And I believe in quiet time. I believe in being still. And when you get out here, there's something different about breathing the air coming straight off these trees. You know, it's just it's a breath of fresh air.
So I think we're gonna go see some horses.
Come on, let's go feed them.
There's this great path that you're gonna take me on.
Right now we just have 7 horses here, and we really aren't quite prepared for our horses, but we took a few in, just having the land that were some rescue horses, and we've got them to where we can ride them and do some trailback riding. I think it's good for the kids, and yeah, we love the trailback ride. I got a few boys that love to do it, so.
As in 4. 4 boys.
I do, but not all of them are into it. My oldest is scared to death of horses.
Okay.
It's amazing how different my children are, and I love all of them for their uniqueness.
What do you see as a dad when you're able to watch your kids have the opportunity to interact with animals?
It's a different kind of relationship when you have one with an animal. We all know that with pet dogs and cats that we have. And I think when you're out on the land and you're using these horses and getting on their backs and asking them to take you around, you have to establish a relationship with that animal and a trust factor that I think is important. And as this place has grown and become what it has, there's a lot of responsibility to be able to divvy that up amongst family and kids as well. I think you know, provides an opportunity a little bit earlier in life to take on a little bit bigger responsibility and
Have a work ethic.
right,
early
you know, I
on.
think so, and we certainly, with the world that we live in and raise our children in, it's different at times. So I love that they have this perspective and get to come with me during the season
Sure.
and get all the different culture
Best of both
experiences
worlds.
they get. Yeah.
You really do seem to have, throughout your career, the best of both worlds as to where you've played,
I've been very
the
blessed.
cities where you've
I've
been
been
able
very
to play,
blessed.
and then to be able to come here to decompress and rejuvenate for the next round.
Looking back on it, sometimes I look back and go, God, that's such a perfectly painted little masterpiece of how things have worked out. It never felt like that at the time.
Of course, yeah.
You know, but to have the San Diego, California experience really culturally different, but I don't know if I was ready for LA and San Francisco or Boston, Chicago, where I've spent other time. But getting a chance to leave there and go to a Midwestern town where the people were a lot like home, but the market was a little bit. Then to Boston, a whole different East Coast animal. Blessed experience there to win, and now I couldn't draw up a better place to play. Getting to call San Francisco home for the better part of the year.
Up next, Jake takes us to his personal fortress of solitude. Plus, we learn how Southern Falls got its unique name.